Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing great. So I am back with yet another in-depth guide for you all, and this time we are taking up fluency. Much like other aspects of English, fluency also has two different contexts of meaning. One is the reading fluency, in which a person's ability to read with speed and accuracy is in limelight, and the other one being verbal fluency, which by the way is the topic of today's video. We will cover more about the reading fluency in the videos to come, but for the sake of this video, let's get started with verbal fluency. Fluency in the context of language refers to as the ability to speak or read with speed, accuracy, and proper expression. So the whole goal here is to achieve verbal fluency. That is, the quality of being fluent in a language or a person's command over the particular language. Now, fluency requires rapid use of punctuations and a determination of where to put the emphasis or where to pause. And all of these aspects must get carried out without conscious attention to them, right? So I hope I'm making some sense here for you all. So with that, let us start our discussion with three important major components of fluency. Number one, speed. So the speed with which someone speaks is important because slow or inconsistent speed hinders comprehension. Also, effortlessness and automated production of words is the key here, is something that matters the most. Effortlessness is when we see someone speaking for a longer duration of time without fatigue and, more importantly, in an easy and natural way. An automated production of words is important for a speaker to keep up with the pace of the conversation rather than struggling to find the appropriate reply. Now, speed does not suddenly, goes from slow to fast. It's a process, it takes time. And everyone has a different pace with which he or she progresses. So, my tip for you is that do not go hard on yourself. Okay, it's a process. Take your time, keep consistently practicing, and keep up your spirits high. That's it. Number two, accuracy. Accurate speaking requires people to be able to pronounce words correctly. It is dependent on the ability to decode a word effectively and then speak it appropriately. To explain you briefly, when we decode a word, we use the knowledge of the relationships between letters and speech sounds, and then we blend them together to form a meaningful word. This is how it works. Initially, we do it on a very conscious level, word by word, step by step. It is only after we have practiced it multiple times that it gets stored in our memory and becomes accurately accessible to us. So, again, be consistent with your practices and be patient. And then eventually you will see your accuracy reaching new levels of accuracy. Number three, proper expressions. Expression, that is the third element of fluency. It means speaking with correct rhythm, tone, pitch, pauses, and stresses. Now, this particular component hugely depends on both speed and accuracy. So, in order to speak with proper expression, one must have an accurate sense of language, and of course, they should know how to break their sentences or words into meaningful syntactic and semantic unit. A word of caution here for you all. Do not start immediately working on your expressions, okay? Yeah, for it to work, you need to master your speed and accuracy both. So the correct order would be for you is to get started with your accuracy. Okay, work word by word, and once you have reached to a certain level in your accuracy, then switch to speed. And only when you have mastered both speed and accuracy to a certain level, you should move to working on your expression game. And in my experience, the best website for you all to get started would be FluentU. I'll just write the name somewhere. So FluentU, it's a great website. I've been visiting it every now and then, and it has got the best content that I have found in context of fluency building. So yeah, do check it out. So that ends this segment of the video where I talked about fluency in detail. Now, of course, I'm not gonna leave you like that. You know it, I know it. So here are the 7 tips for you to work and improve your fluency in English language. Tip number 1, speak, speak, speak. Be confident and speak as often as you can with as many people as possible. Do not shy away from making mistakes, okay? The more you practice, the more better and confident you become with your pronunciation and vocabulary and fluency in general. Remember, speaking is a skill, much like learning a new musical instrument or a new sport, for example. The only way you can get good at it is by actually doing it. So do not shy away and just do it. Tip number 2, listen and repeat. Now, follow along, I would say, TV shows, YouTube videos, or any other natural English speech to practice sounding natural. Okay? Find short video clips or any other related content that has words that you're going to be using in your daily life, and then try repeating them. Try to match the tone, the speed, or even the accent of the speaker if you can. It doesn't matter if you miss a few words here or there. The key is to keep talking and talking, keep listening and repeating as much as you can. Okay? Also, you can try to sound like the native speaker. I mean, it's just a bonus tip and it's completely subjective, but give it a try. Who knows what will happen, right? Tip number 3, submerge yourself in English. Now try creating an environment around you of English language. Surround yourself with books, magazines, TV shows, movies, YouTube videos, and try to read or repeat alongside them. See, a lot of people take this for granted, but having an environment that's going to push you, that's going to force you to speak more and more English is the ultimate key for you to becoming very familiar and very confident with the language in general. All right? So surround yourself with such items or a lot of people who are going to push you to work on your skill, right? Tip number 4, think in English. See, I cannot emphasize more on this one. This is the most recurring tip on my channel, and it is of grave importance. It doesn't matter what you're working on, you have to think in English, okay? You can take your language from good English to great English just by thinking in the language. I know it will be difficult at first, but only after you'll give it some time, you'll be able to effortlessly switch between thinking in English and thinking in your first language. This is just stepping stone to success. Do not miss it at any cost. Please practice it consciously until and unless you make it your habit. Tip number 5, do not be afraid of making mistakes. Even native English speakers make mistakes, man. Who are we? Even we make mistakes in our own mother tongue. That doesn't mean we stop using the language. So why should we stop working on something that is more of an acquired skill for us? All right? Yeah, it will take time. It will take a lot of efforts from us, and of course a lot of mistakes will be made, but this is the golden tip. Expose yourself to those mistakes as soon as you can in your journey. Expose yourself to them in your initial days. All right, that will give you a boost, a head start in your practice drills or anything that you have planned for. So do not be afraid of making mistakes. You should feel proud of making them in your initial days. Tip number 6, tongue twisters. See, this is more of an intermediate level tip, and I do not suggest it for immediate beginners. But tongue twisters are a series of words that are difficult to say quickly, and they help you a great deal when it comes to your diction and fluency improvement in general. One example is, the 33 thieves thought that they thrilled the throne throughout Thursday. See, it's so much fun. Just record yourself doing this activity and you will die out of laughter of the mistakes that you're gonna make. They are so silly and so funny at times, but they are a great way to improve. Because these tongue twisters are so enticing. They just pull you towards them and you just can't get enough of them. So go ahead and search for some of the tongue twisters online and do check them out. And last tip of the day, tip number 7, sing along to your favorite English songs. That's right. Load the track in, bring up the lyrics in front of your screen and just hit the play button, man. Just sing along with your favorite artist, and this is such a refreshing, rejuvenating, yet such a productive activity to do when it comes to improving your English language, right? And this particular tip comprises of all the tips that I've given you so far. Just think about it. The first of all, the most important tip, that is think in English. You're already thinking of the song in your head. It's running in your head in English, right? You're trying to anticipate the lyrics that are gonna come, right? Then there's listen and repeat, such an effective way. You're already repeating and then you're listening and you're repeating, and when you do it in loop, when you're done for the day, then you're trying to catch up with the rhythm, the tone, the pitch of the song, the accent of the singer, everything. It's such a rich tip, yet feels so effortless in doing, right? So just bring out your karaoke mics and hit the track right there, my friend. And with that, we are done with yet another video, guys. I hope you find it informative and interesting at the same time. I hope it was worthwhile your time. And yeah, I'll be coming up with more in-depth videos on such interesting topics on English language. So stay tuned for that. And do let me know how I can improve my content and serve you the best. Okay? Till then, stay safe, take care. Thank you for listening to me. Bye bye. Cheers.